Tawab Bawakwa. Good morning. Shalom Laha Alahayim. Peace to the gods. Nawathan Kal Halalim La Yahweh. Bahasham Yahushai. Bahasham Cha Hakodash. Giving all praises to Yahweh. In the name Yahushai. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Blessings, peace, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad, the tabernacle of David, the Wayah, the Wada, the predestined spirit of election. Yasha Allah is you so-called Israel, the true Israelites, or you so-called legal Latino Native Americans. Repent from these false idols and return back to your power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Major times that we in. Lord willing, Adawan Ratazad is edifying to the elect. Do not take the mark of the beast if you are of the elect, because you're not going to take it, which is the RFID hit. So first, I've done a video a while back, maybe about a couple weeks ago, regarding a Republican senator calling for civil war. Now you got Democrats doing the same thing. They're all part of the same bird. Two wings of the same bird, man. All right. So without further ado, we're going to play this and get into it.
And is just holding pure cash right now. And then, what do you know, this weekend, we have a major crash. So now all the big buyers can come up and buy all the stuff up for cheap. Okay, let's get into what's going on with this 14th Amendment news. All right, because this is big, and this is a major warning for our country. They're saying that this could bring us on the edge of a civil war. Okay, so something that we're talking about here is the 14th Amendment and Article 3 of it. Okay, or Section 3. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. That's what's being debated here. And I want you to listen to what this congressman just said. This is a high-ranking Democrat congressman. He's on multiple different committees. He's on the House. He's the ranking member for the House Oversight Committee. And he's a high-level Democrat. Okay? And this is what he said. This is Jamie Raskin. I want you to listen to what he said. This is very important, and this could potentially change our country. And this is what their plan is. Their plan has been revealed. It's to use the 14th Amendment. So I want you to listen to this really quick.
What can be put into the Constitution can slip away from you very quickly. And the greatest example going on right now before our very eyes is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress. So it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in civil war conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection, simply do not want to do their job and interpret what the great 14th Amendment means. And I'm glad that Sherilyn's creating her new center so we can bring that, what can be.
All right, so I want you to listen to this key part again really quick. Listen to this really quick again, what he's saying.
What it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress. So it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in civil war conditions, all because...
All right, did you hear that? He is saying that Trump might win. And he's saying if Trump does win, then they're going to activate the 14th Amendment. Congress is going to do this and say that Trump is not allowed to be president. And he's saying that this could potentially activate a civil war, right? And I don't want this. I don't want any of this. That's what a top-ranking member, the ranking member of the House Oversight.
So this thing is all Hegelian dialectic, man. So you see that they know the people's choice, so to speak, is ego-faced Nero Trump. And, a lot of us do believe that he is going to come in there and he'll be the one to push that chip. Yo, 2025 could be it, bro. It could be it. There is no reason that we're getting financial havoc to usher in, the CBDC, this MOTB, all of the Iran, Russia, small hat, Turkey, things of that nature going on over there, man. The Lord is setting this place up for destruction. Okay? So like he's saying that he gets the people's choice, but then the people's choice don't matter. So, but so he's using the date January 6th, not saying that it's going to be like something like the same spirit. They doing that because he win, but they disqualify him due to the 13th section of the 14th Amendment, saying that he caused the insurrection. Okay, but let me get a couple precepts, play a little bit more, get a couple more precepts and dip, because I gotta go to the plantation. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. We're gonna start at verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, the modern day sword is the gun, man. Okay, this is civil war that we're reading about. Okay, one people, whether it be a certain ideology, a certain philosophy, stance, political stance, whatever, man, and it's gonna come to violence. Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men." So talks of usurping an authority, man. All right, a coup d'etat, so to speak, and invading one another. All right, and that could be exacerbated with a economic collapse, supply chain crisis, so on and so forth, famine. "And they shall not regard their kings nor princes." And see, so imagine if the princes, the Senate, the Congress enacts 14th Amendment or whatever it may be. They're not gonna regard none of that shit. They don't. Okay, you say he's disqualified from being, commander in chief. Well, we want him to be. So fuck you, and then we gonna bring up arms on. This is the type of time that we coming into, man. All right, this thing is not to be played with. There's a reason why, like I was saying from last camp, bro. The Ra'ash Kassab, he kept on bringing up civil war. We keep on bringing it up, but it's at a level now we could see, like the movie, you feel me, as far as Psalms 91 type, bodies dropping type shit in certain places and pockets of Babylon, USA. All right, in less than 6 months, man. Get y'all head out, y'all. And I'm not talking to the ones that's listening, doing this work, so on and so forth, because we know what time it is. But Jake don't know shit what's going on. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Continuing on. "And the course of their actions, whatever that they want to do, okay, shall stand in their power." And their power is coming from what? These Edomites having what? The gun, the sword.
Committee. He's on dozens of different committees. This is a top Democrat. And Jamie Raskin, and he is warning of this. He is saying that if Trump wins, he's saying on January 6, 2025, they are going to prevent him from taking office by activating the 14th Amendment, right? And this is what the 14th Amendment says, right? This is the 14th Amendment, Section 3, disqualification from holding office. It says, "No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president, or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of a state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in an insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to enemies thereof." All right, so they're essentially saying that Trump caused an insurrection. All right, we've all heard this narrative that they've pushed for years and years. And he's saying that they're going to use the 14th Amendment to disqualify Trump if he wins. Congress is going to try to do this and enact this. Right? That's the push that he's pushing for. And he's saying that this could even cause a civil war. He's saying that they need more security and protection for members of Congress and all this stuff. All right, so they're really setting this narrative. You can see it when he's talking about this. All right, I'm just going to show you guys a screenshot on here just for like copyright reasons, okay? Because this is a video that's going around and it's getting hit if you play the whole thing. So I'm just going to show you a screenshot of him playing the audio here, but in his face, you can see he's thought of this before. He's thought of this scenario. He's played it through his head. And this is the card they're going to play, is that they're going to say, hey, Trump is not eligible. Cards they can play. They've already tried to play so many different cards. I know cards that they can play. Something like this bubbles up, some kind of civil unrest does bubble up. We're already seeing this around the world in the UK right now. This could happen here. We could have civil unrest here. Things bubbling up. And it could be used to implement martial law-like scenarios.
And that's the point I was trying to get to, because it's crazy. As I'm reading second Esdras 15, verse 17 comes right after 16, because I read 15 and 16. So this is verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So notice, I'm going to play that little clip of that politician again. All right? And you're going to see what he's talking about as far as the martial law.
14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress, so it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in civil war conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection, simply do not want to do their job and interpret what the great 14th Amendment means. And I'm glad that Sherilyn's creating her new center so we can bring that, what can be.
So you see, so that civil war-like conditions, and when he said bodyguards, what do you think that they're going to do, man? All right, it's going to bring about martial law. So we're going to see how this thing plays out. All right, this thing is going to get wicked. You feel me? Because this place is wicked. All right, and we got to maintain of a clean heart, in a contrite spirit, in a broken heart. You see what I'm saying? Because those are the ones that the Lord listens to their prayers, man, in a humble state. All right. And Lord willing that we get them sure mercies of David, man, right? While everybody else, basically gets put to death. All right. So civil war is prophesied in the scriptures, and it's going to come here, and it's going to be a race war. It's going to be a class war, all mixed in one. Okay. Because people's true nature is going to come out. A beast liketh his own alike, as it says in the Apocrypha, man. All right, so people going to be going to their own people. And then when they're only going to be looking out for their own. So Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. On to the next one. Shalom.